Hello everyone. So in the last video we have seen about the usage of these IR sensor pair, and I showed you that we can use IR sensor module as well if it has an analog out also, right? So I said if you have 4 pins module, okay, then you can, one will be obviously the analog out, that will be an analog input to our Arduino. So what I am trying to say is this analog out means this is an analog output pin for the sensor will give an analog output. Okay, so that wire will go to our analog I'm sorry guys, will go to our Arduino's analog pin, where in the point of view of the Arduino it will be considered as an analog input, and you know when you write the code how to read the analog input value. Okay, so just don't worry. So if this is confusing you, you can think this is an analog input pin, analog it's analog signal pin. We can connect to Arduino's analog input pin, and you can read the analog value from the IR sensor pair. Okay, sensor and receiver, that means transmitter and receiver, or emitter and what you call again receiver. Okay, so that's one. So if you have 3 pins, then there's a problem, because one is obviously +5, then VCC should go to +5. so this is VCC, which is VCC, this is VCC, right? VCC. Okay, this should go to +5, and the other one should go to ground, because it is written as GND already, so it should go to ground pin of the Arduino. So you can see GND, right? And the output will be mostly a digital output. That means it will give a digital input to Arduino. Okay, so Arduino will get the digital input from the pin. So don't worry how the digital input comes from the IR sensor pair. Just don't worry about that. We will study about that after we studied the digital input. Okay, so if there's one more pin, 4th pin, okay, so if there are 4 pin, one of the pin will be analog output pin or analog pin, right? So they will obviously mention, right, this is digital pin, this is analog pin, or this is digital out, this is analog out from the sensor, or this is the digital input pin, this is the analog input pin, should go to Arduino. They will clearly mention in the sensor module. So I am not saying if there is 4 pins, the 4th pin is the analog pin. No, we don't know that. You just have to look at the sensor module. Sometimes the 3rd pin will be analog and the 4th pin will be digital. We don't know, but one will be analog. Okay, so they will write it, don't worry. Okay, they will write it in the module, and then you can see and confirm. Okay, this is A0, or they will write A out or something, right? A or analog or something. You understand that, right? So you can take the analog output pin and give it as an input to Arduino, and simply you can read the value. Okay, so how this is going to work is, let's say this module is here. Okay, let's say this is the module. Okay, you brought the module here, and the transmitter and receiver is here, and you get all the wires plus or ground, and you get the analog output also, digital output, let's say you are not getting. So to Arduino you connect, let's say. Okay, so then what will happen is this sensor. Okay, so if since there is no space here, I have written it here. Okay, so let's say you are keeping an object here. Okay, so then the transmitter will emit, that means the black thing is the transmitter, right? It will emit the rays, and kind of a number of waves will come to the receiver back. Okay, so as I said, if the number of rays that is coming to the receiver is high, okay, is high, what will happen? If it is high, obviously where were we, guys? Okay, here, obviously the resistance will go down. That I guess voltage will go down. You may have to check, analog input or output will go down. Okay, so let's say it will go down. So the object is coming closer to the sensor, the number of rays that are coming will be increasing, right? If the object is close to the sensor, most of the rays will come back to the receiver. The object is far, many of the rays will not come back. They will go here and there, and some are missing and losing on the way, and a few will come back. Okay, so when the object is going away, resistance of the receiver will increase, because rays will decrease, resistance will increase. If the object is close by, rays will increase, resistance will decrease. Okay, so you can keep the object in a place, and you can read the analog value, and you can find out, okay, this analog value is this value. Okay, let's say 300, I'm just saying, and you are bringing the object little away, and sometimes you may find, okay, you may find the analog value will increase. We don't know if you are bringing it away. then you will find out, okay, when I'm bringing it away, rays are low, resistance will increase, so voltage is increasing. You will feel like that. Okay, it may work the other way around as well. Voltage, we don't know. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but rays increasing, resistance will be decreasing, we know. Okay, voltage behavior I don't know, but I guess it will work the same way the resistance work. Okay, so that's fine. So then you bring the object close, then you find the value is going down, 150 to 175 like that. Then you will feel, okay, when I bring it close to this, bring the object close to the sensor, values are going down. Okay, so this is a scenario. Sometimes this may work the other way around as well. Okay, so for the moment you can think like this. Then let's say you understand, right? Okay, so I bring it close, I take it away, then the analog values are increasing. So then you can find a scenario like this. Okay, so I will come and say, okay, 15 centimeter is my location. Okay, if the object is less than 15 centimeter from the sensor, I mean sensor pair, then please alert, give an alert. Okay, maybe you can switch on a red light, otherwise you can remove the alert. You don't have to give an alert. Okay, so then what you will do is you will keep the object in the 15 centimeter and see what is analog value you are getting. Okay, let's say you are getting 250. Okay, then you will bring it closer and see whether it is increasing or decreasing. So let's say it is decreasing. When you are taking away, let's say it's increasing analog value. So then you will write an if condition. Okay, if this analog value is less than 250, I will switch on the red LED. That means I will switch on the alert. Okay, if the analog, that means this is less than 15 centimeter. You have done a calibration, right? You kept the object in the 15 centimeter and read the value, and it's 250. I'm just saying, okay, I'm assuming a value. You can take that original value that you get. Okay, so then you bring it closer and you find, let's say you are finding this analog values are decreasing. Then you will know, okay, when I bring it closer, analog values are decreasing. So then you take it away and you find analog values are increasing. Then you will understand, I take it away, analog values are increasing. So that you will understand, okay, rays are falling down, less rays are coming, higher resistance, but voltage is decreasing. You can, less rays are coming, higher resistance, then voltage is increasing. You can feel like that, decide like this. If decreasing, again less rays are coming, higher resistance, voltage is decreasing. You can decide like that. Okay, so then you can decide whether the resistance and the voltage relationship is the same direction or opposite direction. You can decide. Okay, because I forgot it. Okay, I don't know, that's fine. So let's assume this way. Okay, so resistance increasing, voltage increasing, resistance decreasing, voltage decreasing. We will assume in this way when we are, for this video's purpose. Okay, for the sake of the video. Okay, that's fine. So now you understand, when you bring it closer, this value is going down. When you bring the object away, value is increasing. Then what you will do is, let's say at 15 centimeter you are getting the value of analog value of 250, analog value of 250. Then you will write an if condition where, okay, if the value is less than 250, because you know when we are coming closer, the value is decreasing. Okay, that means less than means it is less than this 15 centimeter, the object is. So the value is less than 15 centimeter, then you will know it is less than 15 centimeter distance. So that means the value is less than 250 analog value. Then you will write an if condition, that means the input value is less than 250, please switch on the red LED. That means we are giving an alarm, the object is close by. Then you find, okay, otherwise if it is more than 250, okay, so you can add equal to the 250 also, either inside this if condition or out of the if condition, that is up to you. Okay, so for the moment you will think less than and greater than 250. So let's say if the value is greater than 250, then you know this object is out from the 15 centimeter. Okay, then what you will do, you will say, okay, switch off the red LED. Okay, then what will happen? That means a very simple if condition and an else part you need, right? In the if condition we will have analog value is, that means input is less than 250, then switch on the LED. In the else part means what? Analog value is greater than 250 or greater than equal to 250. So that means the object is not within the 15 centimeter range. Then you will write the switch off the red LED scenario. Okay guys, do you understand this? So okay, if you don't understand this, if I am a little bit fast, you can rewatch the video and then you will get the point. Okay, so I will cover up the rest of the things. I will give a recap and cover up the rest of the things in the next video. Until then, have a great day ahead and consider subscribing us guys, so that you can stay tuned with my videos. Okay, and stay safe.